Let's talk about some key facts about scheduled castes in India. Scheduled castes are a large part of India's population, are concentrated in certain villages, and are part of a broader caste system that's been following traditions like endogamy for a very long time. This table compares poverty rates for scheduled tribes, STs, scheduled castes, SCs, and other groups in both rural and urban areas between 1993 to 94 and 2011 to 12. While poverty has decreased over time, SCs and STs still face higher poverty rates, especially in rural areas, with variations by state and caste group. For example, poverty is still high in some states, like Bihar, 62%, and Chhattisgarh, 48%. Compare this with forward castes, those not in cent SC-OBC categories. The poverty rate in 2011 to 12 was very low, 15% in rural and 8% in urban areas. This data becomes very important if you know how to use it. If the answer gives an opportunity to show the progress made, use this data point on rural SC women. In 1961, their literacy rate was very low at just 2.5%. It rose to 19% by 1991 and reached 52% by 2011. If you wish to highlight regional inequality, use this pointer on Bihar literacy rate. Despite these improvements, some regions still lag behind. For example, female SC literacy in Bihar was only 38.5% in 2011, about 30 years behind India's national female literacy rate of 43.7% from 1981. If you want to highlight the concept of dual burden, compare the All India female literacy rate of 64% in 2011 with SC female literacy at 56%. For women, there is a lower literacy rate compared to men. For SC women, the literacy rate is even more less. This data is on the status of higher education. Again, here, we are not suggesting to remember all of this data. Just start with this one fact indicating the trend, and this fact on pendency rate. If the issue of violence or crimes against SC is in news, you will find this slide very handy. These two are very good data points highlighting the impact of urbanization on caste. We all know that mains answers must include multiple dimensions. So, if there's a question on urbanization, and if you could include any of these points, your answer will become a better answer. The second point highlights the impact of urbanization on intercaste marriages, indirectly indicating the dilution of caste rigidities. These are some data pointers on scheduled castes' economic status. Once again, I'm repeating here, you don't need to remember all these data points now. The strategy shall be like this. When you prepare your notes for a particular topic or write answers for specific questions, you will find the deficiency. Once you are aware of these points, you will come back here, collect relevant data or examples or keywords, and will be able to nicely enrich your answers. That should be the strategy to handle this large but very useful resource. These are some additional data pointers on scheduled castes' economic status. You can clearly see scheduled castes are overrepresented in agriculture laborers. Overall, 47% are agri-labor, 53% are cultivators. But in scheduled castes, 71% are agri-laborers.